Chris, there are thousands of students, young people at home with their parents by force, not by choice, trying to figure out how to navigate their way through all of this online and distance learning and trying to keep the kids occupied while the parents are trying to do their jobs from home. What kind of advice would you be able to give them based upon your experience and what you've done?
Well, first and foremost, it's making sure that, everybody's feeling okay and that the kids have an understanding of what's going on and that they feel comfortable to talk to their parents about what they're feeling right now. So that's really number one. And number two is to make sure that they still have structure. Structure is so very important with students. Right now, they should have been, getting up and going to school, and whether they were having breakfast at school or headed to first hour, having that consistency with structure is really important. And so in our Winning Futures classroom, we continue that type of structure. Even though our kids are no longer in school, they're still doing outreach with their mentors and with our staff. So as a parent, I know for me, I have a 13-year-old son, and we make sure that he is getting certain things done each day. And that's one of the reasons we've created some of these at-home activities that parents can do with their students from our curriculum to both help the kids with enrichment and life skills development, but also so the parents, if they're trying to work, have some activities that their students can be doing while they're trying to get all their work completed.
To access this, do people just go to your Winning Futures website?
Yes, they just have to go to winningfutures.org, and right on the main page, you'll see an icon that you can click on for at-home activities. And one of the things we've done is we make sure that these are relevant for teenagers. Often there's so many fun things you can do with younger students, but for our high school students and our middle school students, they sometimes need something a little different. So we're opening this up to the community as a whole for their young people to be able to go in and use the same curriculum.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that in terms of opening it up to the entire community, because there are many mentoring organizations, and each one of them have sort of their specialties. Some mentor to males, some to females, different age groups. I think about your organization, which was established, I think, back in 1994. You were mentored, which got you involved in this, and then you have taken it over and taken that expertise that you learned from the person that mentored you. But I think about Dave Bing's organization and Otis Bellinger's organization. There's so many of them. But the key question is, these organizations have thrived on that one-on-one mentorship, having contact with that student. How do you do this in this virtual world that we're living in now? And are we running the risk of losing these students who desperately need these mentors?
Well, the wonderful thing right now is we do have technology as an option. If this happened 10 years ago, there would be very limited things that we can do. So for us right now, what we're doing to make sure that we still stay engaged with our students, every single week, we are doing Zoom chat times with our mentors and with our students. And then the mentors are on every single week and continuously. It's not just like on Tuesday, they're going to contact their mentee, but they're staying in contact with their mentee through text, through phone calls, through video chats. Our mentors are even having their students teach them how to use some of this technology so that they can be better prepared at their jobs for the new things that they're going to have to reach. I just want to make sure people don't forget that we still have to focus on keeping our kids safe and healthy and moving forward into the future so that they don't have a massive gap when they go back to school in the fall,
Right.
and that they're prepared to go back to school, and that programs like ours and Dave Bing's are still out there working tirelessly to make sure that young people are ready and that they're feeling like they can keep moving forward in their life no matter what's happening in their schools.
Chris Marshall, thanks so much for joining us, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Chuck. We appreciate it.